So first of all, I just want to thank Elon for coming. Hungry.
Absolutely.
You didn't even have dinner, and we didn't even feed you
No,
properly.
sorry to be a bit late.
Oh, no.
I just came from the Tesla factory in Fremont.
Yes. Was it something wrong?
There's always something wrong.
Did you have to like?
At any given point, there's always something wrong.
Yes.
Because there's just too many things going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, one of the trickiest things about a car is that there's thousands of individual components, there are thousands of unique components, and even if one of those things is missing, you can't make cars.
Yes.
So, I mean, today's fiasco was, I kid you not, we were missing $3 USB cable. Okay, so we could not complete cars because...
The whole line was stopped.
Yeah,
so
essentially because it's part of the wiring harness, so you can't put the interior in without this cable. And so we could either make a whole bunch of cars minus an interior, which means that you've got to stack them up in the yard.
The resale value would be no good.
Well, it can be done, but then things go out of sequence.
Oh, right.
And it's way more. It's way more inefficient. You don't have a moving production line that you have to send people out to hundreds of cars that are sort of sitting in the storage yard, and so and this happens to be a particularly pernicious cable that's kind of like routed under the carpet and in a difficult place, and it's literally $3. So we basically had to send people throughout the Bay Area to go and buy USB cables.
Like little Radio Shack. You like
Fry's.
Oh, Fry's. Oh, that's better.
You can have a hard time getting a USB cable right now at Fry's.
Oh, really?
We bought every one of them.
That's good.
And so we were able to continue production. And I don't want to belabor the anecdote, but essentially the supplier is in China, and we had Plan A and Plan B. And Plan A was like the normal supply chain process, and but what the supplier did was, instead of sending our parts in their own package, they grouped it together with a bunch of other stuff for other companies and sent that all via some extremely slow boat from China to LA. And when it got to LA, the other stuff didn't pass customs.
Oh.
And so they wouldn't let our stuff through because
they put it in like a barrel of fruit or something.
I don't know what they put it in,
Yes.
but there's something that customs didn't like, and the paperwork wasn't in order or whatever. So it got stuck there for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then we had Plan B. So we called them and said, look, you've got to air freight some of these cables, because they're just little cables, to us. And we talked to their U.S. subsidiary and ordered from the U.S. subsidiary, who then communicated to China. But then, because this was another batch of parts, it was kind of double the order, it exceeded the credit limit that we had.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
So it bounced off their credit limit, so they didn't ship it.
Fascinating. So someone's losing their job now. This is, no, I'm kidding. No, you shouldn't fire anyone.
It's pretty farcical.
Oh,
and anyway, so it's coming like tonight at 11 p.m. or something.
Wow. And these things are happening like all the time. This was like an unusual circumstance.
Yeah. That's like one example, but there's many things like that.
So